LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers are the first ever NBA in-season tournament champions as the Lakers defeat the Indiana Pacers 123-109. Now, let's talk about this story, man. Everybody was doubting the in-season tournament. People saying players didn't want to play, talking about this is going to be a waste of time, this is not worth the NBA's time. But overall, man, this was good basketball. Felt like playoff basketball. Felt like teams wanted to compete and play. And now we have the champs, Los Angeles Lakers. But the real question is, man, since LeBron James won this in-season tournament and he has the NBA Cup, does this mean that his legacy's going to be better? Does this elevate the GOAT conversation for him? Does this elevate more accomplishments on the heavy accomplishments he already has? Let's talk about it. So let's talk about the in-season tournament real quick. So many people didn't even want to have this tournament. Many fans were like, oh, this is a waste of time. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I made a video a couple months ago about the in-season tournament saying, oh, how's this going to affect the NBA? How good it's going to be for the players? And in general, I loved the idea. And it was a good idea from the start. Adam Silver knew what he was doing by adding money to the grand prize for the players so they can participate in this event. Now, we all know LA won, Lakers won, but let's talk about the future and what it can hold for potential young players. So we seen players like Halliburton, right? We seen how he was balling, he was hooping, averaging over 15 assists, going crazy throughout the whole tournament. Now, those type of incentives for a tournament is going to bring those type of players out. For that money, it'll bring out many good players, bring out their confidence, bring out who they really are. In the games, all the games felt like real playoff games, like not no regular season games where in the beginning of the season a lot of players, take off or sit games because they don't want to get hurt or, put too much bruise on the body. But when you put that prize money up and when you have older players and vets like LeBron and, Kevin Durant really, advocating for these games, it's like, okay, now everyone's involved. Now even the younger players involved. And when you hear that money coming in at $500,000 a piece for those players, man, they gonna hoop. So overall, the in-season tournament was a great idea. I loved it. I love watching the games. It was a good experience. Let's talk about the real question about LeBron James, or the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Now, we all know that he won, right? And he was also the MVP of the tournament, right? So, with that being said, can we put that on his resume? Like, even though people say it's just a tournament, it was just a simple in-season tournament, nobody really cared about this doesn't mean anything. It's still an accomplishment, right? Winning the NBA Cup, being able to hoist that trophy up, the first ever, by the way, and he's 39 years old, right? So the first person to really ever bring that cup and bring it to the city of Los Angeles, why can't we put this on his resume? For instance, right, let's just say if Devin Booker won it, or let's just say if Shai won it, right? One of those players. Would y'all feel the same way if LeBron James won it? No, y'all wouldn't. Y'all would be, oh, wow, this is the first ever in-season tournament and it's going to be great. No, a lot of people are upset because LeBron won it. A lot of people don't make it credible that LeBron James won it. But he did. He won the MVP. As he keeps stacking more things on his resume, man, the GOAT conversation might be dwindled down to just a few things, and the main thing is rings. But this in-season tournament was great. I loved it. I love watching it. I love being a part of watching the different courts, the court styles. It was just great overall, man. And honestly, I think this is going to be a huge thing for the future. But the main thing to keep this thing going is the players have to be engaged. Like, you see many events like the slam dunk contest, three-point contest, where money players don't want to play in those competitions. Well, not because of the money-wise, just they feel like it's a waste of time. And they can't make this in-season tournament like another all-star weekend. This has to be a real tournament. This has to be real competition. Players have to come out and play, compete, make the fans involved, get everybody, hyped up for this event. But man, if we can just keep this in-season tournament going for the next 10 years and maybe get a few new people winning it every other year, it can help people's resume. And you can put on your resume, winning a in-season tournament. That's on a resume. You can do that. So it's official. LeBron James won it all. What did y'all like about it? Let me know what you liked about the in-season tournament. First ever in NBA history. I loved it. Hope y'all enjoyed it. The games are great. But let me know in the comments what you think, man. Thanks for listening.